And I'm in the studio with the one and only JayUncut. How are you feeling tonight, Jay?
Man, you know I love coming up here.
Yes, I love having you in here.
I love coming up here. I feel like I get to express
when
I'm up here. So every time we talk and I say, yes, let's talk.
Oh my goodness. We have to lay it all out. I mean, so much has been going on in your life since the last time we spoke. But let's just check in here. You know, like you've been in LA a lot. You're here a lot. What's been going on with you? What do you have? Really just, how are you vibing with the LA life in comparison to what we have here in Atlanta?
I think I had I was talking to one of my homies and I was just like, if we could put like Atlanta and LA in neighboring cities, that would probably be the best thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's two different cultures, but I love LA, but then I can't. But I always have to come home to Atlanta, and it's just like, if I wish it was just right there.
Move it.
Just God just kind of create, just change the the map a little bit.
Right. And I say this all the time. I was like, man, like why did my family decide to move to LA from the beginning so that I could be home?
Yeah.
Atlanta's always gonna be home, but like
home.
LA.
It's just so much. It's honestly, I just get so much done, and it just makes it. And I feel my purpose just continuing to blossom when I'm there. So
that's true.
Yeah.
And speaking of music here, we do have the Grammys coming up, by the way. Are you going?
So I just had that conversation.
Ooh.
And I'm hoping that, I can be up in the... I mean, they watered it down. It's like the culture is now our culture anyway. They just... We're not so much excited for it anymore because of...
That's real.
Yeah, because of like the voters. And the voters don't ever... cater to the culture.
Right. And
you have a lot of people who you feel like it's like we want to be recognized for our talent and not for who's popular.
Right. And I feel like every single year we're always talking about who got snubbed versus who wins, because we know, like, come on now, you could have done better with that pick.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's still a lifetime achievement. And so as much controversy there is around it, that's the goal at the end of the day.
That's true. And I'm waiting for yours.
Yeah, you know.
It's on the way.
Oh no, it's when I say it's on the way.
You want to elaborate?
When I say it's on the way, I'm talking about it's on the way. We got some nice projects.
Oh, okay.
With some nice artists.
Let's talk about that, but first, let's start with the fact of you getting signed to TDE.
Yeah, man.
Tell me more about that. What has that been like for you?
Yeah, so I've always admired TDE from afar, just with Kendrick and what they built over there. And then this is why being just taking our taking what we've learned from our we have so many people that love us from afar, me anyway, that I know of, and they come in and they say, Jay, bro, what we doing? What's the vibe? Like, can you pull up at our studio? And I pull up and I said, look, man, my bad. I pull up and I said,
nice, by the way, that's what's going on.
Yeah, man, it just fell off. I'll pull up and I'll be like, man, you guys got to give me access to this side of the world, this side of the industry, because we don't have that here in Atlanta.
Right.
I said, yo, if I'm pulling up, bro, I'm pulling up with the heat. I'm creating artists. I'm creating vibes. I'm creating like real music here, real experiences. So they started inviting me into their sessions and whatnot. And then just out of nowhere, I ended up at a TDE session. I didn't even know it was TDE. Shout out to Punch, President Punch. He's the co-owner of TDE. So he was there working on one of his artists. And again, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know who the artist was. But again, it's just like bringing in a demand, just coming in saying, yo, bring me into your environment because I'll create the vibes. And Yeah, I was just working with her name is Lyric. She's a really dope artist. Managed by Punch at TDE, and we created some vibes that night. And Punch was just like, man, yeah, you're really good. Take my number. And then I took his number, but then I started looking him up. Like, oh man, it's TDE. You know what I'm saying? So, months went by. Everything is organic. One thing I don't do is I don't force nothing. Everything's just organic. And my management situation at the time didn't quite work out, and I just called him. I said, look, I'm just looking for new management. I just need someone who like really understands my drive. Yeah. It's like matching. Like when I say my drive is so different. I don't even brag on it. It's just more so like I just realized that I move different than most do. When you find your purpose, when you understand exactly what you're on this earth for, there is no reason to not go 110%. Like not even forcing yourself, just being a presence. Yeah. And when you meet people and you let them know, like, this is what I do. I need to be in this building, or I'm gonna get this record, or trust me, you wanna, I'm pulling up here for a reason. You guys are seeing me. You see me. You see my sound. You're hearing my music. Mm-hmm. And so, it was, I say that management, some managers, some teams, they're not able to capitalize off of it. Or maybe they have other situations, but I always feel like I need to be in the forefront of any situation. Not on no cocky vibe. It's more on like it's a necessity. I am a necessity to your situation, mm-hmm. and I present myself that way. And so I called Punch one day and I was like, look, man, I remember you said, you was vibing with me, and I really like to, really vibe with you on some new ventures, looking for new management, and I have a lot to provide. And he's like, bro, I already know you do. Yeah, he was like, man, he was waiting on me to hit him.
Waiting on the call from you.
So organically we put it together, and we've been working ever since. So y'all know TDE, man. One of my favorite artists of all. Okay, you know what?
No, that was really it. That was what's next. You were already getting there.
Okay,
so I'll let you just have that moment. Okay, what is coming up next? So, you've been working with some major artists.
So my thing is like, one of my favorite artists ever, we all know it's SZA. I love Solana, SZA. Mm-hmm. So this is why everything, and this is for me, I really like talking to other producers and creators, songwriters, because I always say, like, what you wish you could do, or the rooms you wish you could be in, it is so possible, because it's you take this mindset of, I am good. Like, I'm great. Yes. Like you can hear me on this. If you don't feel that, then
you're not ready.
You're not ready. So, but once you know deep down in your heart, soul, mind that, oh, I can hear myself on that project, then there is no excuse why you can't get on that project. So, to me, I knew, okay, if I hit Punch, when we talk, we work out, I know who signed to his label. Mm-hmm. And the first thing I said to my mind is, okay, bro, so now that we're here, can I get on SZA? You know what I'm saying? Can I get with SZA? He's like, oh yeah, easy call. I was like, easy call? He's like, easy call. So literally a couple of days later, this is why I say I love this. I love our relationship that I have, because I said I'm big energy. Mm-hmm. Give me space to put my big energy in. Give me a platform. He's like, bro, easy. And called me this a couple of days later and was like, SZA here, pull up. I was like, man, stop playing. I stopped playing. I said, and I mean, when I say this, I love this artist. I've been loving her since amazing, since Control. Like, I think this is like the 5th anniversary. 5 years coming up. So she's getting ready to drop another album now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I pull up. I'm just, I'm at Paramount Studios, one of the big studios in LA, and I'm just kicking it there. Punch pulls up. I'm like, he's like, yeah, man, just prepare your vibes, man. Ready. Well, I'm pulling up the best. Like, I'm talking about the best vibes that I have. So, you know, the studio started at like session started like 2, but you know, a whole hour and a half goes by. So I'm just, you know, I'm cool. What I meet big artists all the time.
Right.
But I love me some SZA. You know what I'm saying?
It's different.
This is different. So we just, you know, we talking, and you know, it's quiet in the room too, you know, because it's me, the engineer, Punch. You know, I'm kind of just anxious, you know what I'm saying? And then she just walked through the door, and I'm like, holy shit. But you know, I'm calm.
Yeah. She
says, hi, I'm Solana. I am Jay.
I can just picture her saying that. For some reason, I'm like, wow.
And I'm, you know, I say hi, I'm Jay. And then she's like, "Hi, I heard you got some nice stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, you know." Man, I was just so like, man, I'm here. You take that in. I'm here. Again, we've all been in, like, a lot of my producers, a lot of songwriters. We've been in big rooms. I've been in big rooms. I think it's not about how big she is. It's just about like, she has one of the greatest R&B voices. She dropped one of the greatest R&B albums, and I mean, she really the epitome of like true R&B, like vibey R&B, like feel good R&B. Like, she broke barriers with that album, and I was just like, man, this is her, man. So, you know, after about 30 minutes into introduction, she's super cool. Like, she just hair down and just chill, sweats, just like cool. And so we started learning each other. She asking me about who I am, where I'm from, what I do. You know, we talking about everything except for music, which is great, because now we're becoming homies. And once we got to that place, man, I just you know, it's comfortable. You know, comfortability set in. Everything was just like, all right, now I can get back to work. My comfort. And every time I played a beat, she was like, I love that. Can I have that? I was like, yes, please. You know, I wouldn't even, her ear is so impeccable, because I'll play a beat, not even 5 seconds, maybe 2 seconds in, she says, I like it. Can I have it? I'm like, I didn't even play the rest of it. She's like, no, I already know. I hear the vibe already. As soon as 2 seconds in, she's like, I want it.
Oh, wow.
So, but nah, like when I say she, you know, this album is gonna be amazing. Like, we have so many dope vibes. She's very private, so she wouldn't let me hear it, but I got a sneak preview from Punch.
Okay,
so.
what can we? I know.
I can't play it. I can't play it.
Just give me something. You talked about her for like the last few minutes. I need something.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I swear they wouldn't even give it to me. Wow. They wouldn't even. When I say, yo, this is one of the most amazing projects that I've ever, like, even just, and I know it's biased because I'm on it,
but still, no, SZA.
It's amazing. Oh, so, again, I don't want to give up too much. She's doing a lot with it. She's doing a dope little documentary, and then she's gonna, you know, announce. But it's definitely, you know, this summer. So.
Oh, of course she's dropping it this summer.
Yeah.
Summer vibes the entire time.
It's, you know, and that's why I say, like, you know, this the next phase is really gonna be special. Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's one I didn't know who she was when I hit her. That came organically off of a simple DM. Like, I saw one of her songs, like, she Hours and Hours hadn't even dropped yet, and I hit her in the DM. I was just like, yo, you know, I like some of the songs you got, let's work. She's like, absolutely, send me some beats. And I just sent her some beats, and we got on FaceTime, and she was just letting me hear what she was doing. And I was just like, oh man, no, this is hard. And then, so mind you, I'm talking to her like, you know, I don't really know who she is. Just cool, dope artist. Yeah. But then Hours and Hours drop, and it just starts going crazy. I'm like, yo, I hit her again. I'm like, yo, like, your song is going crazy. She's like, yeah, I know, this is wild. It's like, she's shocked too. You know what I'm saying? So, I was like, man, you know what? Like, I started to look her up, and I was like, oh, this Priscilla Renee Priscilla Renee, the big songwriter that was. I was like, oh, I know who you are. She's like, yeah, she'll tell you all the time. She'll tell everybody, like, people were counting her out. You know what I'm saying? They counted her out. They wouldn't respect her as an artist.
Wow.
And then this amazing song that she made really did numbers, and it's like the whole world is watching her now. You know. She just did Fallon, and she's she did some stuff with Amazon Music, and like it's crazy. And so now that just made our song more special. So she previewed it on her page. It's called Pain, and we're getting ready to roll that out as her next single.
Yes.
And that's gonna be huge.
When can we expect that? Is that this month? Next month?
They told me they still rolling it out, so I can't give you no exact time.
That's
but I really hope that like the world really really sees her for more than just hours and hours. Like it's really, I mean, Time Machine is amazing too. So she obviously she has good. What has happened now is she already has an album out, but people didn't start listening to it until Hours and Hours dropped. Now they're hearing all her big records that are amazing. So it's like, okay, now y'all, wait till these new records come out. So I'm just grateful. Thank you, Money, for blessing me, to be a part of this new record, this new single. It's called Pain again. I don't know when she's dropping it, but I'm sure they're about to announce it soon. And it's gonna be. She's on album mode now, so. She texted me a couple of days ago and said, "Yes, it's time." So
That's
we got a few of them. I'm about to bless y'all with a few of them.
That's exciting. I
love her, man. She's a great spirit, man. She's coming from a place of, now I'm getting the recognition I deserve, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So when you reached out to her in the DMs, if you will, you mentioned like you wanted to work with her because of the songwriting. But what specifically made you say, "I need to reach out to this girl. I want to do something with her"? What was that moment that it just like clicked for you to move forward?
No, I mean she was getting a little recognition. She had dropped a video. I don't know the name of it, but it's like she's like talking to you in this camera, and then she like transforms. She said, "Now I'm a bad bitch" or something like that. I forgot the name of the song. I want to pull it up, but I knew off top. Oh, she's special. She's special. Like this girl understands music, understands how to speak to women, speak to the community. Period. Like, she speaks to them, and stuff that we want to say, or stuff that, like, as you see all these TikToks, man, they all relating to everything, like the Time Machine and Hours and Hours. And so I was like, oh, she's dope. She's really dope. It clicked in me to just work because I knew I like people who are working hard too.
Yes.
Like, again, I keep saying that I have big energy when it comes to music, and I want to work with somebody who has that same energy. That's been getting it. And I see her, and I was like, oh, she's getting it. And then again, a couple of weeks later, Hours and Hours is on #1 billboards and Times Square. I was like, girl, you crazy, man. That's
just
good.
Blew up overnight.
Yeah. And so she's going on tour.
Yes.
She got a few dates coming up. I'm gonna go to a couple of shows, But I told her, man, you better let's preview Pain on this tour, man. Shoot.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I love the record. It's amazing.
That's
Y'all
exciting.
gonna love it too.
We are looking forward to that because she hasn't failed us at all.
Yeah.
So we are excited about that.
Yeah.
And you've been in the studio with 2 out of course, many artists that you worked with. But when you really got into the studio with these people, was it what you thought it was going to be, especially with SZA, but Muni Long as well? Like, did you think it was going to go the way it went, or were you surprised with how they really worked, and how she was able to, both of them were able to create things?
No, like the culture of being in a studio has always been the same for me, because we as producers, we create the environment. Obviously, the artist is the spotlight, but we have to create an environment for the artist to be comfortable. So like, I'm not surprised. Like, I am the same way in all my sessions. Everybody's eventually, even if I don't know you or do know you, everybody becomes friends, family in our studio session.
That's great.
And I create that environment to where, you know, we've known each other for years. Sizzle was nervous at first because I'm still learning her, and she's still learning me, and it's like, you have one first impression. So, you know, even though I'm like, oh, we're good, we cool now, you know my birthday, I know your birthday, we you know, it's like you still gotta maintain your professionalism at the same time. So I did this one thing, right? I got super nervous. So I did this one thing. We were talking about zodiac signs, and you know, she's like, so what's your zodiac? I'm like, I'm a Sagittarius. She's like, oh, Sagittarius. I was like, no, there's nothing wrong with us. We good, we good. I was like, what's your zodiac? She's like, nah, I don't know. She didn't want to tell me. I was like, what's your zodiac? She's like, nah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So, she's gonna laugh at this. So, on the side, I Googled her name, and
found it.
Yeah, so I Googled, and she's like, wait, did you just Google me? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, nah, I can't work with him. He just Googled me. Like, I got my heart dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I thought she was joking. She didn't feel like she was joking. She's like, oh, no, you can't go. Don't Google me. He Googled me. She's talking to her homegirl. He just Googled me. I'm like, dang, was I not supposed to Google her? I'm looking around, I'm looking at the engineer. Was I not supposed to Google her? He was like, and so I'm just like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have Googled her. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you get a little nervous, but at the end, she was cool, you know. Yeah, but nah, like at the end of the day, it's about the atmosphere, man. Just creating a comfortable, fun atmosphere, man. So no, everything was how it is, man. Like if there's something wrong, then the energies ain't right, you know.
That's true.
So
I never thought about it that way. How you guys really do set the whole tone for the whole situation, the whole environment. So that's awesome that you're able to do that. But once again, it's Alexandria Ikomoni with JayUncut in the studio. Now, on our last interview, we talked about how you wanted to work with Chloe Bailey as well.
Yes.
Any updates on that one?
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Hold on, man.
Oh my gosh, he's checking the phone.
Yes. I need to see how I can get to Chloe now.
Gotta make things work. Gotta make things happen.
Hold on. Let's see if I can.
I'm really nervous about what's going on over there.
I'm trying to get a session with Chloe Bailey.
Yeah. We're just gonna make this call.
Yeah, man. This is what I love about me and Punch he's super busy though, so if he don't pick up. But
it's understandable.
But I literally he just understands like we need to create big records with big artists. So I just call him, man, and say, hey, set up a session with Chloe.
Hey, that's it. It's simple, right, for him? He can make it happen.
Okay, so when he sees this, I'm gonna be like, dude, I was calling you. Anyway,
we're gonna get him on there. Please leave your
message. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that because I still really wanna. She's so amazing, man.
Yeah.
And I really want to get to a room with her, so I'm gonna make that happen.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we did talk about just a few artists just now, and you actually prefer to work with female artists, right?
Yeah, man. If you notice, like it's just easier.
Why?
First of all, you women are warm energy.
Oh, thank you.
You know, it's inviting. But like on a musical level, like guys really, I think they know what they want already. You know, dudes just have a very dominant. We have a dominant kind of personality where, especially when we're creatives, they already know what they want.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, it's like once I give them some beats, you don't need my help anymore.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? So now, don't get me wrong. They still want me in the sessions, but then I'll do sessions, but then I find myself just kind of kicking back and watching them do the work.
Okay.
And then they'll be like, and when they're done, then they'll be like, yo, so how'd that sound? I mean, cool, you know, I'll do that here and there. But I like to work. Like, I like to work. Like, I'm at the boards, or I'm like coaching, you know, telling this, put that there, and let's do that again. I can't tell dudes that. They know what to do already. You know what I'm saying? So,
do they always know what to do, or do they think they know what to do?
I mean, even if they think they know what to do, it's like I can see I'm interrupting their process.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm all about good energy in the room. So I just found myself, I think my time, because time is very important. It's I found myself like realizing my time is more valuable with women because they need guidance.
Yeah.
Again, you guys are strong. You guys have your own, like, you guys can do it. But you also love to be guided, or especially in music anyway. And I just realized I work harder. My time is more utilized with women, and then we just kind of we get along, and it just works. I don't mind doing sessions with guys, like, but they just want me to send beats. And it's like, yeah, send me a pack. All right, cool.
And be done.
Yeah, and send it back to me when it's done, you know?
That's so funny.
So I just, you know, I get the question all the time. You know, all I see you do is working women. All you do is you don't work with dudes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. It's just they don't need me in the studio. That's all. I send beats, and that's kind of it. So, you know, it kind of started with Ruby Rose, man. I guess when we locked in for those months during the pandemic, I guess more women wanted that same, you know, artist development.
Right.
You know, and they want me to lock in and, you know, kind of give the same vibes and same you know, just the same creative energy. So that's why, you know, I work with women, man. I work with guys too. Again, please don't get it wrong. I work with guys. It's just I just, you know, y'all just want beats. So
that's it.
Yeah.
And call it a day. Well, we know what works and how you work harder. So whatever motivates you, whatever pushes you, it makes sense to go with that flow at the end of the day. But you also talked about previously how you were, wanting to be involved with music, with producing and so forth. But you were thinking and trying to move forward with switching to the executive side.
Yes.
Where are we with that one?
So yes. Let me tell you, I love music so much, man. But, you know, the business gets really scary. And it's like at some point we have to start taking control. And I want to be one of those that's able to, you know, facilitate. And that was always been my goal, man. You know, I got 2 new artists that I'm working with now. And really, really promising, very talented artist. She's really amazing. Like, she sounds so amazing. She was working with Travis Barker at first, and she ended up kind of going solo. Because she was with a group that Travis Barker was managing. And then she went solo and then connected with her. And we're in the process of creating a really big project. We're going to make it an NFT project.
Wow.
Yeah. NFTs are going crazy. And so, you know, with the help of her crew, her parents, and just the, you know, the connections that we have in the NFT market, we're going to do something really special with her. So, but, you know, just being able to executive produce it, meaning I don't have to do all the production. I love to, like, bring in other producers, bringing in songwriters, and we're creating, like, a really special project for her. So, yeah, that executive role is kind of where I wanted to end up anyway. You know, even here in Atlanta, I'm working with an artist named Abby Nicole. She's really dope. I have a session with her after this interview, and she's high energy, big, super dope rap artist. And she's out of Florida, but she's really big in, like, the club scene. So, like, it's real big club vibes. And I'm going to get her a situation, possibly take her over to TDE or, you know, Def Jam. I got a few relationships over there. So I want to just grant opportunities. Being an executive also fulfills another passion of mine, another calling of mine, which was always to put other people on, put other creatives on. I've always been about helping opportunities, and so being creating this position, gives me that opportunity to give others opportunities.
Right.
And so,
and that's big.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody at the table. We know this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And not staying too long with Elle, I'm curious to know more about this NFT project.
Yeah. Yeah.
For people who really don't understand, especially with the music world, like what exactly are you talking about? What exactly are you creating in this space?
So we had a meeting a couple of days ago, and with her team, and with her parents, and just I'm learning too. I know this NFT thing is so complicated.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm learning. So for me to learn is put what my passion is already and put it into, and combine it. So now I have an urgency to learn. I have a desire to learn because it's now you're in my field now.
Yeah.
So combining it made it make sense. So we have this painter who does a lot of murals across the country, like really big, like paintings. I think he did the LeBron mural in LA that's on big walls over there. And so he's partnering up with us. And so he's drawing out these paintings of Elle. And we're going to create about a good 5-6 songs and just put it on a project. We might do one song at a time, we're gonna see how the flow goes. But we're gonna create these paintings of her, beautiful paintings of her, and we're going to tie it to an audio project. And then so here her family and a lot of the clients that they work with already are into NFTs, so they buy into shares of these NFTs.
Wow.
So if I own a percentage, me as the executive producer, I own a big percentage of this project. These, people can buy into your NFT shares, 1,200 a piece to 5,000, 10,000. They'll just buy into these shares, and this will raise the value of this project that we could have been selling on. Normally you just sell it on like iTunes, Spotify, for 99 cents a stream. But now you're creating generational wealth by people buying into the stock of just this painting that has audio, amazing audio. This is great music.
Yeah.
So, every day, your value goes up on your record, and you're getting paid every day. And there's still more to learn. I'm still learning, but when they brought this to me, I said, absolutely.
Yes.
I've seen success stories.
So many.
Yeah, just with the NFT projects. So this is going to actually start. So this is just the beginning of a project that I'll be doing for all my artists.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and I'm partnering, when we use the same team that I have, and, moving forward, once we launch this, every artist that I work with, I'm saying NFT albums. We're going to get, we're buying, we want people to buy into the share of these projects. And, this is going to take music to, it's already taking music to the next level. I just don't think everybody has jumped onto it yet. Because it's complicated, it's scary. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Yeah.
We just hearing it, we seen it. But when you're getting the information from the people who actually do this, it's exciting. And so, this is just the beginning of, what's next to come.
Really changing the game with this.
Absolutely.
That's really exciting stuff. So when you're working with these other artists, like you're just talking about, what kind of, I guess you would say, industry etiquette do you really teach, especially these newer artists who are just coming into the industry, to really learn, to really grow and be the best they can be? Because you can't just do whatever, whenever kind of situation.
Yeah, etiquette is so important, man. Even with artists or producers, songwriters, just anybody that's a creative, I think we treat this music like, there's some people who treat it like a hobby, and again, we learn as we go, but you know, I've been learning as I go. You know, with you know, I even learn through my mistakes. So etiquette is important when it comes to like studio sessions, or you know, how you deal with the people who put you in position.
Right.
You know, there's like I always stress to creators, man, like always respect the person who puts you on, who puts you in position. I think we're so eager to get to the next level that we don't follow the chain of command. I've had producers go around me, and like where I'm at now, of course I have so much further to go, but where I'm at now, I've had to drop a lot of my you know, people I used to work with. Like I had to like leave them. And it's not because, oh, I'm at this level and you're not. So, you know, it's never that for me. It's really about how you handled the position I'm trying to put you in.
Yeah.
I've had producers and songwriters where I'm like, yo, I got a situation, you know, I want you to be a part, you know, come to the session or whatever the case is, and they'll come, and then they'll try to get the information of the artist themselves so they can create their own situation.
Yikes.
Yeah, you know, and it's like, why would you do that? Because, you know, they feel like it's dog eat dog world. Like, you know, you put me on, but I'm gonna make my own play. But it's like, if you doing that, you now burn a bridge with the person who's putting you in position. Only thing I ask is that, like, create your own situation. Like, I want you to win.
Yeah.
My point is, I want everybody to win. However, if I put you in position, it's supposed to create other opportunities for you, obviously. But, like, respect the person who put you in the position.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, yo, the artist called me for a session. Because, yeah, obviously, y'all going to exchange numbers. Again, I want everybody to win. But if they call you for a session, be like, yeah, so let me make sure my boy Jay is part of this, too, because he put me. That's etiquette to me.
Right.
You know? And a lot of them don't do that. You know? And to me, it's like, the higher that I'm blessed because I put many people on. I always look to give, not to take. To, like, my goal isn't to be the greatest and everybody else is you know, below me. It's I want everybody to win. So I'm always gonna level up. Like, where I was 6 months ago is not where I'm at today. Where I'm gonna be 6 months from now, I promise you I'm not gonna be. At all. So like, respect the etiquette, respect the command, respect the chain by, you know, not crossing or trying to go behind me, because you're gonna want me again in 6 months. Even if you're up there with me too, like, let's keep that. But I don't like to, you know, I have to not leave people behind, because, like, okay, I see what you did, cool, and now I can't work with you. It's that etiquette, bro. Like, honestly, that's not even just with me. That's anybody in this industry. You will get left. And I say, man, like, I don't want nothing from nobody, just to respect. Like, please, like, I don't want anything back from you. I don't do because I want something back.
Right.
I don't put people in positions so I can say, so, you know, now you owe me. It's not that. It's just the respect. That's all I care. That's all I care about.
What they did for you.
Yeah. And then that allows me to. I had a session at Rock Nation, working on another project, another big project, and you know, we got some records in, and the A&R at Rock Nation said, yeah, call. I want you to do a camp for this artist. I want you to call your best songwriters. And so I'm looking at my call log, and I'm like, I can't call her. I can't call it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what you did.
Right.
You know, and they didn't even mean to do it. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not evil. It's not ill intent. It's just lack of etiquette.
Right.
And so now I know I can't bring you into these sessions because you're gonna try to create your own thing and do your own thing, and then it's like, that's not how you go. So there's a lot of people who missed opportunities simply because you know. So I'm preaching, please, like just like respect the people who put you in position, man. They're not asking for anything else but just the respect, the acknowledgement.
Very simple.
Yeah. So that's just one of my main things, man. But everything else, man, just be yourself, obviously, and learn, and learn as we go.
Mm-hmm.
I've made mistakes.
All of us.
And my mistakes cost me a lot of, situations. So, but you learn from it, and then as you grow, then you pass it on, you teach it to your colleagues. So, yeah.
Great information there. And I'm sure a lot of people who have been put in those rooms because of you are grateful for what you're able to do for them. The ones who respect it.
Right.
So we'll focus on those people. Once again, Alexandria Ikomoni in the studio with JayUncut. Now, you were just talking about industry etiquette, but what other, I guess, words of wisdom, what do you want people to know about entering into the industry and what the industry is like, what it's about, that they should know coming in?
Yeah, man. I was watching this. I looked at this video today on Instagram, and there's this guy. I don't know his name, but he was part of Diddy's Making the Band back when they were doing that in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And so he did this interview talking about he's just going in on Diddy on how he just really wait, can I cuss on here?
Yeah, you can cut.
Okay. Well, how he really shits on his artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just going in, man. I don't even like life no more because, Diddy set me up to fail.
Wow.
He just exploits off of poor people. He'll grab you, take you from the hood, he'll exploit you, make millions, and then send you back to the hood. That's what he was talking. That's what he was saying. He said, let's look at the history of all the artists he signed, and then people in the comments, everybody just kind of going through the list of the artists he signed and where they at today. And it's like, they're seeing a pattern. And I'm just like, how can y'all blame Diddy? Ooh. So here's my perspective on this.
He had to adjust the seats.
Here's my perspective on this. How do you guys blame Diddy? Like, Diddy had a goal. He had a vision from early 80s, 90s. He had a vision. He knew what his role was. He knew what his calling was. And he went 100% with it. Look, I don't know what his goal, his calling is, but maybe it's not to put everybody in position. Like, maybe that's my calling. Maybe that's not his. But he did a lot. To me, if you have the same drive, okay, let's take me out of this. If you have a drive to really succeed in this music industry, in anything you do, in any department of life anything that you want to do, if you put your success in the hands of one man, you've already failed. Like, these people really thought that my ticket to my life success lies in one man. And I'm like, are you blaming him for your failures because he brought you to the show and he made his money off of the show because the network and Diddy worked out their partnership? He made his money. He gave you an opportunity and then he was done with you and you decided to go back to the hood and not do anything with that opportunity?
Right.
Like, how can you blame him? I just feel as if anybody who has a hustle, anybody who has the mindset of there's nothing that's gonna stop me. You made it that far. You know what I'm saying? You got on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Got the platform.
You had the platform. So I'm like, you take that platform. Once he's done with you, like, your hustle mode should have kicked in and said, now I'm about to put out this album. I'm about to hit up these labels. I'm about to hit up all the people that I met on this set. Right. I'm sure I got numbers. I hope you got numbers while y'all are there. Like, take advantage of the opportunity. Be a hustler. You had the talent. There's nobody's fault. that you were back in the hood. How are you blaming Diddy? They like, look at Day 26, look at Danny Kane, look at the band, look at what Mace and those, you know, all those that went to jail. I'm like, but you guys had the opportunity. That was y'all. Diddy just gave y'all your 15 minutes. You should have did what you had to do with those 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Like, it really grinded me, because I was like, this man is a multi-millionaire for whatever he did, and he did it to perfection on his. That was his thing. You could have did the same thing. You could have done the same thing. I promise you. I mean, I wasn't back in the early 2000s. My mindset isn't what it is now. But if you put me on that show back then, I don't care if he kicks me back out. I promise you, you're gonna see my name again.
Yes.
And it would have been on a global level, because you gave me the opportunity.
Yes.
And use your talent. So I was just confused. I forgot what your initial question was.
Oh my goodness! No,
but
it's relevant, because I was really talking about, you know,
what an artist should do to what are things that an artist should do coming into this industry. Take advantage of every single opportunity. You do not put your success in the hands of anybody. I signed, like, you know, my situation with TDE is amazing. I'm not putting my success into Punch and this. Like, I don't expect him to do anything for me. I'm glad he's doing it, but I can't just sit back and say, okay, he got me now. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I am taking advantage of every situation that I have, and I give my all in every opportunity. Like, you are going to remember me when I leave.
That's it.
And then I promise you, whoever remembers you will call you later on. It's like a piece of evolution for me, and I love to evolve. And so watching other people succeed, being able to see people say, man, Jay, I appreciate you because I'm at this level now, or I was able to do this. That's amazing for me. And and obviously, you know, it takes the hustle from everybody that's a creative to really get to that next level. Please do not put your faith and your energy into one person. Like, you put it into yourself, you know. Like, find that thing for you. Again, for me, it's helping others with my talent. So find that thing. Once you find that thing, every day you wake up and say, okay, how can I get better at this? What am I going to do to contribute to what my calling is?
And every day you should be working on something.
Every day, yeah. And that's kind of what I want to make sure, you know, everybody has inside them, man. You guys obviously follow me, JayUncut, JayUncut, Twitter, Instagram. We are live, man. Yes. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you in here. Yeah. And one more time, the actual website where people can go and get
Hitbox Beats. That is HIT Hitbox HITBOX Beats .com. Just hitboxbeats.com. Yeah. Please tap in, because I'm gonna keep expanding that. I got a lot of things I started doing. I had to stop it. I started doing 4-song project deals, EP deals. I did it for like $5,000. You know, these projects are like $30,000-$40,000 for me to do. I did it for $5,000 for just 3 people, because again, I love just giving to people. And you know, when I posted it, I mean, everybody just jumped on it. So I can't do it right now. Again, I have my time, but I'm gonna run it back sometime next month.
Okay.
I'm gonna run it back. So I'll just follow, tap in, and let's definitely create, man. Let's keep creating.
Oh yes, and we're excited for what you will be creating
Yes.
this year, next year, what's to come for you. A lot of great things. We love having you in the studio, Jay.
You're amazing, man. I watch you.
Oh, thank you.
You have some really dope artists on here.
I try.
I want my people. I really want my people to get to a level. When I say my people, my artists. I really want you guys to tell your stories.
Yes.
Get to a place, like, even if this is motivation to come here and, you know, and talk with you. Get to that point. Get to a level to where we have a lot to talk about. I want to hear y'all stories too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're all powerful stories.
Yes, this is an amazing platform that you have, And I think that should be a motivation itself to tell your story with you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I appreciate you, man, and you keep doing this, man. This is amazing.
Trying. You know, we love it over here. We love speaking to artists, talking to artists, talking to producers, whatever you guys have going on. All of it's a part of the puzzle and the big picture, and we love hearing about it and really just putting it.
When I come back, I'm bringing some artists, man. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get their perspective.
You said it on here.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
Yep.
Let's get it moving.
Let's do it.
All right, JayUncut, thank you so much.
Yep.
See you later, guys.
Appreciate it.